What up, boxing fans? Right back at you here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk. And like we say here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk, we don't just praise fighters with pretty records. We praise all fighters who get in the ring and fight hard. You could be 60-9, 34-8, or 26-10. If you out there fighting hard, knocking sweat off somebody's head, making the crowd want to see you again, then your light will shine here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk. And you know we like to talk boxing here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk. And we gotta look in, we got a big fight coming up between Tony Harrison and Tim Tszyu. And you know here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk, we got Tony Harrison winning that fight by deep water drowning or knockout.
Are you ready, Tony? Are you ready?
But that's if we can keep Tony out these interviews. Cause Tony will talk.
Keep them cameras out your face, Tony.
It's fight week, Tony. Are you ready, Tony? Are you focused, Tony? Have you been training, Tony? Are you in shape, Tony?
Are you in shape, Tony?
Have you been working on them angles, them jabs, them uppercuts, that movement? Have you been working on that time?
Are you focused, Tony?
Don't worry about whether he's supposed to be here or not, Tony. He here, Tony. He in front of you, Tony. Yeah, he skipped the line, but he could have skipped calling the good opponents out. He called you out. He called Charlo out. Give him credit. He tried to fight the best. It's good for boxing. But it's over with now. It's time to fight, Tony. And Tony, you're gonna have to get mean, Tony.
You got to get mean.
At some point in this fight, you're gonna have to get mean. We got you winning this fight here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk, Tony. With slick movement, with jabs, with uppercuts he ain't never seen, with pushing him back, bringing him forward, taking him down through there.
Take him to school.
But at some point,
show him what you made of.
at some point, Tony, you're gonna have to get mean, Tony. Cause he gonna come at you. He gonna come hard. He gonna come with anger. He gonna come with strength. And he gonna come with determination. You're gonna have to beat it out of him, Tony. You're gonna have to beat it out of him. Yeah, you got skills. And you got better skills than him, but at some point, you're gonna have to lay down the law. You're gonna have to draw the line. You're gonna have to punish him.
Show him why they call you super bad.
And Tony, keep training, Tony. Sharp punches with angles, Tony. Slick uppercuts on the move, Tony. Push him in, push him back. Slide him, Tony. Work him, Tony. Work him, Tony. But at some point, Tony, you got to get mean with him, Tony. You gonna have to get mean with him, Tony. Let him bully him. At some point, you gonna have to get mean.
You got to move him when he
At
don't
some
wanna
point,
be
you
moved.
can't just hit him with an uppercut, Tony. At some point, you gonna have to hit him with a concussion-like uppercut, Tony. With concussion-like intentions, Tony. Tony, at some point, you gonna have to push him back, Tony. At some point, you gonna have to move him, Tony. At some point, Tony, you can't just hit him with a body punch, Tony.
Know your spirit.
At some point, you're gonna have to hit him with a bowel-moving body punch, Tony.
Would make him shit on himself type intentions, Tony.
Tony, Tony. You got to get mean, Tony. You got to stay focused, Tony. You got to stay sharp, Tony. You got to throw hooks from uninhabitable angles, Tony. You got to throw jabs that shift his body position, Tony. You got to get mean, Tony. You got to take him to school, Tony. You got to take him to deep waters, Tony. And drown him, Tony. Cause that's just how we see you beating him here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk.
Take him to school.
Tony Harrison by deep water drowning or knockout. But that's only if you ain't clowning, Tony. I don't want to keep you that long cause you don't know me that well. But you will. And like we say here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk, we don't just praise fighters with pretty records. We praise all fighters who get in the ring and fight hard. You could be 38-0, 24-9, or 13-10. If you out there knocking sweat off somebody's head, making the crowd want to see you again, then your light will shine here at Railroad Nail Boxing.